You know, like he said,
Yeah.
it's just, you know, hey, look, you just got, and when every time there's an upgrade somewhere, something kicks out. So you just gotta, and you don't know until you log back in. That's how you, like he said, that's when you find out what's going on.
Hello, everyone.
No.
Got knocked out.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. I know it's getting them all squared away there.
Hello,
Hi, Mela
everyone.
from Milton.
Hey, Mela, how are you?
Hello,
Doing
Mr.
well.
Bill and everyone.
All right. Hey, Mela, how are you?
Hi. Doing well.
All right, wonderful. Well, I know he's trying to get things all squared away, and to get folk, trying to get other people on the line here. So just hang on. We'll get it all squared in a second. Dr. P, hold on. Let me check YouTube over here to make sure we're in good shape. All right, Dr. P, we are live, buddy. We are live, Dr. P, in the house, everybody.
Bill, even though you guys have technical difficulties, we're here. We're waiting for you.
Well, it don't matter. We're gonna be all right.
How you doing? All right?
Honey, you know what? God continues to wake your Nero up. What can I tell you? Like I say, what I say. If he got the nerve to wake me up, I got the nerve to be obedient. Glory. Huh.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Exactly. Hallelujah. Wow.
That's funny.
It's getting better by the second, guys. Listen, again, you know, we're here every day. Now, every Wednesday, but when you open your eyes every day, really take a minute and back up 10 yards and punt and look around. Have you ever done that? I mean, really take a look around and see what's going on. You know, Dr. Paul sometime during the summer was talking about hugging a tree. When was the last time you hugged a tree?
Every day.
Serious business, guys. Can you imagine the kind of energy that you get from hugging a tree?
Yeah, trees oxygen.
Child, please. It gets so good, makes you want to go and jump off the end of the porch. You thought I was going to say off the hill. I'm not going there.
All right.
There you are. Hey, Dr. P. Yeah.
All right. Hope everybody's doing well. I think we got up and rolling. Big League, you can check on YouTube to see if we up in there.
Yeah, we're up and live, Dr. P.
Okay, good.
Yeah, buddy.
Everybody, hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna go in.
Yes.
Okay.
We are. We're doing well.
All right, good. Okay. Give me 1 quick second. Somebody just came to my door. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, we are live, Dr. P, up on YouTube. You just got to get a prayer up on the other side and we'll be fine. Yeah. Huh. Hey, guys, they won't get us down no matter what they try. See, they're trying to sick AI after us now. Nah, don't you realize that God invented electricity? They can handle all that stuff. All right, Dr. P, we in the house, buddy.
Yeah, somebody's at my door right at the time I was doing it. Okay, we are good to go.
Yeah, buddy.
And I want to bring everything in. We're going to record. We're going to go to record mode.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, I want to welcome everyone to the family.
Yeah.
Family.
Hey.
Come on, y'all. Come on. I want to welcome you through. It's good to see everybody. And we're going to get started. I know. Thank you for hanging with us. There's another new update they're doing with the AI. They're implementing AI into Zoom now. So with that, there's updates, and we've been seeing some stuff that's a little bit different on our screens. So thank you for being patient with us. We're going to get started. I want to welcome everyone that's here for the very first time. This is the Family Tree, and this is the place where we find all the information for all that is
Yes,
good
sir.
and all that is holistic. All right? So I'm going to bring the music down. All right, we're going to turn it to state to share off.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Keep it
buddy.
now. All right,
Woo.
good. All right, welcome everyone. And this is the Family Tree. And with the Family Tree, this is the place that we put it all together. And from that, we say, live a better holistic life. So what we do, we call it the Family Tree because we gather around the tree because that's the ancient laurel custom. Ancient laurel trees, these gigantic trees where the family just got around and we talked about all the situations, problems, anything networking, anything that we needed to talk about as a family because the family is your
Social security. There we go. There we go.
Social security ain't a check, y'all. It's your family. Oh,
wow.
man. Yes. That means you got to tie in to something or some situation. You know, your problems may be right next to the person that's in this room right now. How about that? So we want to thank you for that. And we want to ask you to say you can be a part of the conversation this evening. If you are someone that wants to join us, look right down at your bar. Maybe you see your bar. Do y'all see your AI? Do y'all see AI companion down there or anything down there? Maybe that's my screen.
Yeah, maybe I think it's your screen.
Oh, that's my screen. It is.
Yeah.
That's my screen all up today. But anyway, you can look down at your reaction bar and click it and raise your hand if you'd like to be a part of the conversation this evening. And then we'll put you in the chat box. And if you say, hey, well, I don't want to be in the chat box, you know, I got my head there, I don't want to be on. That's all right. It's all right. You can put your information right in the chat box. And Prophet, I don't know if Prophet is in here yet. She in here yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Either Prophetess or Big B will get the question to us and we'll try to answer it. If you're someone that's calling in by phone and you may have missed the prompt that says how to raise your hand, don't worry, just let us know that you're calling by phone, okay? And we'll get your question in, all right? And let's see, not now, somebody's talking. I've got all this stuff popping up on my screen. Y'all
man.
I don't know what's going on.
AI
we'll try to get through this. We're gonna try to get this. It's a new world, y'all. It's a new world.
It most definitely is. Most definitely is.
All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go through this, and I would say if there's anything we cannot answer, Big B, let's get Big B, our host with the most, man over there. Big B.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Big B, tell them how they can be a part of this whole concept of what we're doing tonight. And with that, how they can get a transcript of what we're doing.
I'll do that. I can do that real fast, guys. In order to make sure you get a copy of tonight's chat, you got to send an email to where? You know it, mechavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's mechavideo@gmail.com. And in order to continue to support the Family Tree, use my Cash App. Okay, that's $BILMORGAN. Again, $BILMORGAN. If you want to use the bank, you can use that ID, which is Dr. Vol at drvolherbs.com. Or you can use your P.O. Box, which is P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Hey, let me tell you something. It gets better and better and better. And by the way, Dr. Paul, our site is up running again, man. I told you.
All right, man.
I sent him a note, brother, so we are right back and running.
That's right, just in time. Go ahead.
Just family, our favorite website, encode2019.live, had been behind like 18 days. I don't even think they knew it. I got inside and went and sent them a note yesterday. Guess what? They up and kicking again today. Hallelujah.
Hey.
Yes, indeed. That's indeed.
All right, Big B.
And that's what makes it work. As a matter of fact, Dr. P, since I'm here, let me give you the number. How about that? Okay.
All right.
Let me pull those bad boys up here. We are looking at where are we here? Okay. Ba-bing. I got so much stuff. I got to find my own self. No. It's just crazy. Let me find you. Go ahead.
I have them here if you want me to go over.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. From our favorite website, this is NCOVE 2019. That's NCOV 2019.live. The
I got
reason
it.
why we use this is because this website is the most accurate with the epidemiologist reports and data
Right.
that's in real time.
Right.
So with the information, this is what's called data mining. So it's pushed to the website in real time.
Right.
So you're getting epidemiologist reports from all over the world. And with that, you can go right in and actually see the data. So Big B, give us the real numbers. Where
Okay,
are
guys.
we right now? What's going on?
Here we go, guys. Our numbers as of 8 minutes ago, total confirmed cases, 696,456,859. Total critical cases, 7,413. Total deceased, 6,925,179. Total active cases, 63,473,032. Here we go. Mind moment. Total recovered, guys, 620,690,082. Hallelujah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Man.
With all the stuff that's going on, we're still kicking and folk are getting the
It's
answer.
always good to
Indeed.
have good information. And with that, we have real numbers. And there are some things that are, our numbers are going down. They said the COVID numbers are going down. Even hospitalizations are going down. People expect things to happen in the fall, but people, I think, believe they are doing better with their health. They're taking care of themselves. They're doing exercise. They're taking that little bit of herb or something, doing something, we say.
Mhm.
So with that, we say apply the principle, stay in focus, keep yourself hydrated, build your immune system. That's what we're doing. So I want to thank you for Big B. Appreciate it. Let me know
Sure,
when
man.
Prophetess comes in, if she comes in at all.
I certainly will.
We're going to get started. And with getting started, I always love to go to my testimonies, the folks that are making it happen. And that's you. That means if you have a testimony, anything that's on your heart or mind that you have been applying the principle and you got to shout about it, that's why we say bring it to the family. And we're going to shout about you and all of the celebration that goes with that for having the ability to go through whatever you're going through. So at this moment, I open up the floor. We always start off with good news because one shall set 1,000 a flight.
There you go.
Two
Yes, sir.
shall
Yes,
set
sir.
10,000 a flight. So I'm going to open officially. The floor is open. As anyone have a testimony to start off this evening? All right.
I do, Dr. Paul.
Marcy.
All right. Marcy, what's up, Marcy?
Everybody, sending love. Well, what
What's
happened was, I was getting ready to have rehearsal and play my bass guitar, but something fell off the counter and it was a piece of glass. I went to pick it and cut my thumb so deep, I bled for a couple of hours.
Oh, wow.
The roommate kept saying, you got to go get stitches. I said, no, I can't do that. I can't go in the hospital. So I put I put the black tar on it. It didn't work. Anyway, my drummer said, put some cayenne pepper in that gash and it'll seal up. I put cayenne pepper in that gash. It's sealed up. It's painful, but it's sealed up and stopped the bleeding.
Well,
Wow.
I'll be able to play my bass.
well,
You go ahead.
Go ahead, Marcy. That's what's
Everybody
up.
come off of mute for Marcy.
Got a gig on
Marcy.
Go ahead, Marcy.
See, that's what's up.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Ooh, cayenne pepper. Yay.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Isn't it interesting how she
Good
took
work, Marcy. Congratulations.
Isn't it interesting how she took something as simple as a cayenne pepper? Now, the reason why cayenne pepper stands to be recognized because cayenne pepper actually creates what's called nitric oxide in the body, creates more oxygen, it dilates, opens up. So what happens is it also speeds up the heat, speeds up the ability for the body to start to heal itself a lot faster. So cayenne pepper has 1,000,001. That's the capsicum family. And with that, you can take a little pinch of that. And if you ever feel a little chest, people have what's called congestive heart failure issues. Guess what? You can take a pinch of that. If you know somebody's having a little heart palpitations issue, put it underneath the tongue, not on the tongue, underneath the tongue. And guess what? You can stop from having a heart attack, right?
Oh, wow.
Yep, I heard that too. Hallelujah.
Yeah, hallelujah.
I'm drinking some lemon and cayenne with honey right now. That's what I'm drinking.
There you go. It also goes great for like putting a little pinch of cayenne inside of your green drinks and things because it dilates if you're working out. It helps you get more oxygen into your lungs. So it's a great dilator and opens up for the lungs so that you can get more, especially if you're on the treadmill or something like that. More oxygen, dilation, more fuel for the heart. All right. Thank you, Marthy. I appreciate you. Yes. Awesome.
Asked her, I want to know, is that red blood all over her front of her shirt there?
Laverne, don't you start no mess. She didn't do it tonight. Laverne, let me give you my glasses, Laverne.
Laverne, adjust your TV.
That was funny.
You got jokes.
You got jokes.
You got jokes.
All right. We're going to start off. Anyone else have a testimony in their heart and their mind? Anything that's going on?
Yeah, I have one, Dr. Paul.
All right, Karen, go ahead, buddy.
What's up, Karen?
Hey, all's good. Out here in Cali, you see the sunshine and back.
Oh, wow. You in Cali right now?
I got here yesterday. So,
all right.
You know, Inglewood, always up to no good. So,
all right.
Wow.
But yeah, about a month and a half ago, I had some visitors, some friends visiting me in Florida. And we went out to eat and we were talking about, I didn't know that they were into herbs and whatnot. So we're talking and I, try not to talk too loud because two ladies had come and sit in the booth next to us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the two ladies, they finished eating and they came and stopped at the table and said, we heard what you were saying and whatnot. And they happened to be two 68-year-old white females, twins. And they were twins wearing the same outfits and whatnot. And we started talking, and one of them was saying how she was had stage 4 bone cancer at one point. And she started talking about drinking alkaline water and testing the pH every day.
Wow.
And you the first person I thought of. I said, man, it seems like I'm in a Dr. Paul session right now.
Yeah.
And for her specifically, and this is not to, you're lying, not to diagnose, treat, prevent, cure, anything, but her stage 4 cancer went away. She says she checks her pH every single day, multiple times. Wow. And what she mentioned wheatgrass that she takes, and she mentioned the brand of wheatgrass that she gets off Amazon. There was only one thing I corrected her on. I said, I hope you don't mind me correcting you, but when you talk about your water, you need specific types of water. And then I showed her my phone with the pictures of the water. Whether they adhere to that, I doubt it. But it was just very interesting that they heard the conversation, and we had a long conversation, walked them out to the car. So the key thing with that was you always preach testing the pH every day, and that's exactly what came out of those ladies' mouths.
Yes.
Wow. Let's give Karen a hand.
That's what's up, Karen.
Everybody, come on.
Yo, man.
Give him a shout out.
You never know until you share something.
Awesome. Good testimony. Yes.
Nice.
Keep the conversation.
I know that's right, y'all.
Spread the word.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
And Karen, you're right on the scene, buddy. And yes, if you're looking at me now, you see these pH strips. I keep them on me all the time. These are things that can change your life. These things can tell you as a barometer of health, where am I? You're not just guessing. You're saying, all right, I'm taking these herbs, I'm taking these things. Is it really working? Well, here is your barometer of health right here. So that means that if you know your pH is raising, that means the body's flowing in an alkaline state. That means really it's all about the pH. How about that?
Yes,
so if you have a pH that's representing what's called potential for hydrogen, that's your potential for the greatest energy in the universe, which is hydrogen.
There you
That
go.
means
There you
in
go.
every cell in your body, you have about 150 trillion cells.
Mm.
Each one has a little car engine, and that car engine is hydrogen. So when you are flowing and building up, that's building up hydrogen, that's alkaline. When you're tearing down, that's acid. So we got to get the acid out of the body. Balance, pH balance, 6.5 to 7.5. That's where you are. And
Mhm.
Karen, hopefully you may have shared with them the formula. Did you share with them the formula for how you calculate the pH?
No, I did not.
Yeah, see,
But,
that's a key part. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't share that with them and all because they were so giddy and excited and so cute and dressed a lot, dressed alike.
I
It
heard
was,
that.
you know, and
You
as
didn't
we
want to
walking
test a
and
lot, Dr.
talking
P.
real fast. No, I didn't do that.
Yeah. But yes, that's the formula. Make sure you have the formula. For those who listen for the very first time, that formula is we double the saliva. So you got to do two. You got to do two. You can't just do one and do the other one and say, I'm good. No, you must do two. Double the saliva. You add to the urine and divide by 3.
I
Right?
do have it in my notes section on my phone, so that's a good thing. So I'll pull that up for them if I run into them again.
Excellent, man. You get the badge of ambassador of health today.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We got to get a badge,
Again,
Dr. P. How about that?
I got to get a badge. How about that? I got to put a badge up there. Maybe AI will put that badge on there for me.
Oh,
Right?
no doubt.
What's up, Dr. Paul?
All right. So thank you, Karen. I appreciate you. Anyone
Dr.
else?
Paul,
with
I
a
had something.
And Dr.
testimony?
Paul.
Yes.
Okay. Who is that? I missed who was that.
That sounds like Farouk.
Farouk?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, Farouk, and then Cindy. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Farouk,
Yes, sir.
what's up, buddy? What you got?
Well, I wanted to know what was what Miss Lisa put up there, because I think she was gonna say something about it, but I think she just wanted to put it in the chat so people could see it. But like
What
people
was
like
that?
me, Miss Prophetess Lisa.
She's not here tonight thus
Yeah,
far.
she signed in. She just signed in.
Oh, she did?
signed
Okay,
in.
good.
Yeah, I think she just signed
What is
in.
he looking for?
Now, what you posted a message up on here that said something about Dr. Paul Fest. Who?
Oh, Dr. Lenny.
Oh,
Okay, you got it. Okay.
well, no, I'm not, because I was trying to take the information down. I didn't really understand what she wrote.
Okay, no
And-
problem. Mhm.
And maybe she could repeat the information again to everybody so that way people can jot it down. And another thing is I want to give a testimony. I actually, like I said, I've been telling myself I'm not going to eat no more meat no more. And guess what, y'all? I haven't been eating meat for almost 3 months now.
Go ahead, buddy.
Go
Now that's
ahead,
what's
man.
up. That's
Go
a testimony,
ahead.
buddy.
That's the
Yeah,
testimony
man.
right
Yes, sir.
there.
Yes, sir.
Just give them the shout,
That's
y'all.
right.
Yes,
Congratulations,
yes. Every
Farouk.
one of them
Congratulations
officers,
on that one.
whenever you hear
Farouk.
something like that, that's a major
I love-
congratulations. It takes a lot of willpower, you know.
Yeah,
especially
man.
when you
Sure does.
transition to eat
But
meat.
and guess what, Doc? Not just that, but guess how I did it. Whoa, guess how I did it. I went to Nourish the first time, right? I didn't really have the money, whatever. Sarah just told me to sit down and just eat. All right, cool. But Sarah told me, she was like, you sure you want to, do this? Because you're going to stop eating meat eventually. I said, wait. I was like, wait, what? I'm going to do what? She said, when you eat this food, it's going to be nourished. You're going to feel something like this. You know how she do? And I told her, I said, no, I ain't. Man, listen, I sat down and ate that divine dish, and boy, I said I would never turn back.
Well, see there?
All right, that's great news. That's great news. Yeah, Sarah is down at Nourish, which is around 2nd and Girard.
Yeah,
Excellent
177 West Girard Avenue. Yes, sir.
Right down there.
Yes, sir.
Go down
Yes,
there
sir.
and get you some good food. I highly recommend it. I may have to grab her and get her on here. One of her family trees. She's so busy. She's on. I see her all the time on Instagram. So definitely shout outs to Sarah. Great job she's doing down there at Nourish. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate
No
you,
problem,
buddy.
brother.
All right, Cindy.
Cindy.
How you doing,
Hi,
Cindy?
family. I just wanted to share. I went to see Dr. Eloise
my husband and myself on Friday, and she just has a beautiful spirit and energy. Her voice was so soothing with my visit.
All right, all right.
And I had the best nap with that relaxing music she had.
Oh,
and it felt
yeah.
like the weight was lifted off of me, and I had a lot of energy the rest of the day. So I just want to say thank you to her and see you again Friday. And she does have on-site parking.
Yeah.
All right, Cindy.
Yes.
Well, hey,
Shout
Cindy,
out
Cindy,
to
you know what that is? She been hanging out with me and Dr. Paul. Hey, now.
Who was that?
Hey, Dr. Eloise, I want to thank you. She's actually in the house. And
She's right next to you on this side. So I see her.
Eloise Prescott.
Thank
My
you,
girl.
Yes,
Cindy.
Dr. Eloise Prescott. There she is.
Thank
There she
you.
is.
Thank
And we're going to hold that thunder because I'm going to bring you back, Doc, and we're going to talk to you tonight. How about
Yeah, I
that?
know,
We're
that's
going
right.
to talk about some
Yeah.
good stuff. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But thank you so much. And if you have not been a part of that, you definitely about to get a good treat tonight about how and some questions answered by some of the things that you heard. And we're going to dispel some myths today. How about that?
Okay,
So I
okay.
think we're going to do some good stuff tonight. All right.
All
All right.
Dr. P, I got a short question over here from Flo. Flo, you may need to help me out here.
Before I do
Yeah,
that, Big B, hold
sure.
up. Let's give Prophetess a hand. Give
Yeah,
Prophetess a hand.
well, she snuck in the door. Man, I mean, about time. Some people fingers.
All right. That's right. Hey, Prophetess, how you doing?
Good to see you. It's so good to see you.
It's good to be seen and to see all of you as well.
Yes, absolutely.
I need that information again, somebody.
Okay.
And they'll make
Check
sure
your
they
text,
get to them for you, Fro.
Okay.
Okay.
Who do we have next, Big B? Anyone
Okay.
else with a testimony?
I
Okay,
have one.
Okay.
I have a testimony.
This is Laura Rogers. Laura?
This is Laura. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
This is in reference to Dr. Christopher's eye solution.
Mhm.
I've been using it on a regular basis, and I went to the eye doctor last week, and the pressure in my eye has always been like 25 and 26 for years and years, for a long time. And last week I went to the eye doctor, and it was 16 in one eye and 17 in the other.
Well, you go in now.
And that's the first time I've ever heard those numbers in a long, long time. And
That's what's up.
And I'm also getting a little crusty in the corner of my eyes now.
All right now. All right. You never thought you'd hear that, didn't you? A little crusty in my eyes.
Everybody come on.
Yes.
Give her a hand. You are doing great.
Amazing.
Congratulations, Carla.
Congratulations, Carla.
You know what?
Beautiful eyes.
Isn't
Beautiful
that
eyes.
awesome? You never thought it'd be so good to hear. I got crust in my eyes.
Yeah, that's right.
Explain to the new people why that's a good thing.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, definitely. That is because when you see the crust in the eye, that means that you're detoxing again. Usually when there's issues with blocked areas or ducts in the eye, that's when it backs up. And where's it going to back up? It's going to back up in the eye. And it causes mucus buildup. That's cataracts. And then from cataracts moves on to pressure, because now too much pressure builds up, glaucoma. But now when you dilate with that Dr. Christopher's eye bright formula, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul.
There you go.
Dilates, opens up those areas. So now you start to now get clarity. Now it starts to move. And then when you wake up in the morning, you start seeing that crest in the eye.
Well.
Came to see me this morning. That's right. All right. So
that's great, because I thought it was yucky.
No, you want to see that, John.
No, you want to see that, Cricket?
One more thing. Remember, when you are in the morning, you're in what cycle? What cycle is that?
Cleansing.
That's the cleansing cycle. That means from what time? 4 a.m.
4 a.m. to 12.
So 12 noon, your body is flushing, is cleansing. So that's the time that you're going to see that in there. You ever see your skin get ashy? Everybody got ashy skin. Yep. The skin is flushing. Yep. Yeah. That's right. So all of this is part of the detoxing of the body. The lymphatic system is moving at its highest in that cycle. So with that, you got to see that crust in the eye. That means your eyes are detoxing also. So great stuff. I love it. Great testimony. Continue to do the work. Hey, I think you're on your way back to normal.
Well, exactly what I'm saying.
Good for the cataracts too.
That's right. That's
Good
right.
for the
So
cataracts. Absolutely.
that's right. So that stuff is coming out of there and it's going to move. So continue to do the great work. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, Laura. All right, Laura. God bless you. All right. Who else? We got any more testimonies? Anybody else on the testimony thing? If not, we're going to go. Well, that's enough to start off with right there. How about
Yes,
that?
sir.
Ooh,
Man, I tell you, buddy.
Yes. I'm going to grab 2 people, and then I want to bring on a guest today. All right. I'm going to grab 2 people, and we're going to go on. You can be from the chat or up at the top. Okay. Either way. I see Robin. Robin's at the top. That's on top of my list here. Robin.
Yeah, Robin. She's the third one in line.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have a question.
Okay,
Yeah.
Robin.
No, that's Flo.
Hi, Dr. Paul. Hi, Brother Bill.
Hey,
All
Robin.
right.
I have a question. What do you recommend for abscess on the gums?
Yeah, you can do a couple of things for abscess on the gum. You have these things called gum balls, and if you mash them and they burst, they actually cause a little ulcer in that side. It can be very painful in the lip and the gum area. So a couple of things that we use, not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. We take 2 herbs, black walnuts, and you can get it in the powder form. Black walnut and golden seal root. You can get them both in powder form. Take it on a plate. You take a little bit, sprinkle it on the plate of both herbs, take a little water, make a paste out of it. Take a cotton ball, roll it in there, place it right in that area of the abscess. Okay, that's one. There's also, there is also a form of a herbal gum that actually cream that you can use. It's called Periobrite. Periobrite. Okay, Periobrite it has both a wash and it also has a cream. So either one of those can help you also.
Why use that?
Is it perio, like P-E-R-I-O?
P-E-R-I-O, Brite.
B-R-I-T-E.
And it's a rub. It's actually a rub that can go in that area. It's a rub cream. You can use that. Or like I said, you can go directly in that area with the golden seal root and the black walnut. The key is the black walnut actually is an astringent, so it dries out, and it's also anti-parasitic, but also the golden seal root is natural antibiotic. So it makes sure there's no infections, rid the body of infections. So either one of those will work. Okay.
So do one or the other, but not both.
You can do both. You can do both. You can do both. Have one in for a little bit and then take that out. Use the Periobrite. See, the Periobrite also has a cleanse rinse, like a mouthwash. So you can use that. But that's the one that I highly recommend, Periobrite.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. And let's see. We have Jenny. Is that Jenny up there?
Yep, I'm in the corner.
Okay.
Actually, it's me, Dr. Paul. I'm my wife's Zoom son on. It's Troy.
Who is that?
That's Troy.
Hey, what's up, Troy? What's up, man? Where you been?
Jenny looks so different.
Jenny looks so different.
I've got a mask on.
All right, Troy, go so, man. Go ahead, man.
Troy, you look skinny, man. What's going on? You look skinny.
That's why I'm on here.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had recently broken my arm about a month ago in different places, and actually part of my shoulder, and I lost obviously 21 pounds.
Wow.
But while I was on here for 2 things. This product that my wife's trying to get me to put on, it's called ivermectin paste. She wanted me to be able to take that. And what can I do to help break up this scar tissue in my arm? Because my mobility is very limited in my shoulder.
Yeah. So if you're talking about ivermectin, you're talking about that's the one that was the parasitic. Yeah. That's the parasitic cream that was used. That's been alternative for COVID that people were taking. It was become very controversial because they took it off the market and said there's nothing else that can fight COVID. So with that, you know, they just sort of totally just ignored it.
Yep.
But it is very effective, you know, because it's for the purposes of parasites, which was very effective. So there's, you know, if you're talking about using it, there's a lot of people that are taking it. Yes, it is something that is been used for a long time. Okay, so yes to ivermectin. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
He's saying that for scar tissue. Is that what you said?
Scar tissue. Now for
Right.
scar tissue, that's something different. You say it's in your shoulder that
It's
you broke.
like right here because I was actually starting to do acupuncture. It was a process called cupping. I was doing that as well, so I wasn't sure if that was even worth doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the cupping is good. Acupuncture is you're right down the right alley. You know, we got Dr. Eloise Prescott here. She's a acupuncturist, so definitely she can chime in on that part, you know, for helping to remove and help for that recovery. The key is that we're building up. Flo, make sure you mute yourself.
Oh,
Flo.
no,
Mute
why?
yourself. Mute
What
yourself.
happened?
Hey,
Mute
Flo,
yourself.
Flo, mute yourself.
Mute yourself.
Flo, mute yourself.
Okay, mute yourself.
No.
If you're not talking, please mute yourself. Flo?
Okay, she got it.
I got her. Oh boy, y'all got me working over here. All right. So sorry about that. So what you want to do is I want to take a page out of the baseball era, what I used to use all the time. And with baseball, that was one thing that I had the same thing. I actually had a rotator cuff and major issues, tore up a lot of stuff in my arm. And one of the things that helped me big time was MSM, number one. MSM was the methyl sulfate methane, okay? I would do periodic rub downs with either the few things. You want to start to now grab the sea buckthorn oils because you're dealing with connective tissue. Okay, so I would get the sea buckthorn oils because that's omega-3, 6, 7, and 9. You got to be spot on with bone density also. So coral calcium would be in that family also.
I actually do take that. I take that once a day. Yeah.
Okay, I would take it more like twice a day, and then you always drive it with a good green drink, because remember hydrogen in the presence of coral calcium, which out of the ocean, it is a dynamic for building and boosting the immune system. So I would definitely add those two together. Now, as far as inflammation, any pain that you're experiencing right now?
Not recently, because I just started. I wish I'd have started earlier. I just started going outside and I started to ground. Well, I actually started at 20 minutes, but now I've increased to 40 minutes because I'm having problems sleeping. Once I start doing that, I'm sleeping for at least 5.5 hours straight instead of getting up every hour.
Wow, and that's grounded. That's
great.
grounded. That's
great.
awesome, man. That's awesome. So I think you're on the right page. If you're in any pain, that's what the MSM. You got the arnica creams. You got a lot of good stuff out here. Coral calcium, all those are anti-inflammatory. Just be mindful of your pH and also increasing the circulation in that shoulder. See, the more blood flow in the shoulder, the faster the healing. So you want to do things like things that are high in copper. So copper would be things like you can do a chelated copper. Okay, chelated copper.
How do you spell that?
CHELAT. I'll see if I can have one. I thought I had one up here. Chelated copper, which means it's just wrapped in organic matter. That's all it is. So that your body can recognize it. See, it stimulates circulation.
And what is that? Like some kind of like a pad?
It's a copper. It's actually a capsule. You can buy it in capsule. It's chelated copper. And also, any of the circulatory herbs would be also the horse chestnut or the butcher's broom. See, it's all about circulation. Just like if you had a knee injury, you're stimulating circulation. And if I give you one more, it would be comfrey, COMFREY. And comfrey is something that you can add. There's a comfrey cream that you can add. Dr. Christopher's comfrey cream. Okay, and that's a good one. It's a salve, but yet it gets in those areas to help break down any scar tissue, things like that. But you see what the concept is: raise the pH, increase the circulation, increasing the blood flow, allows it time to do more healing. Okay, so there's a lot of solutions to the problem, but I just want to give you a few that can possibly push you in that right direction. Okay.
Dr. Paul, can I
How
interject?
exercise? Okay, yeah. What was you saying, Corinda?
On top of the acupuncture and the supplements, he might also want to see Dr. Lenny, who may be able to do manipulations, because when you have an injury like that, it heals with scar tissue, and scar tissue tends to be less elastic than your normal tissue. So Dr. Lenny may be able to manipulate you to help stretch that scar tissue and soften up that surrounding tissue while you're doing everything else. And the acupuncture will definitely help with the pain.
Absolutely. And also that would be myofascial release. That help that muscle and that tissue increase the circulation. Myofascial release or trigger point would be excellent. Absolutely. Absolutely, Corinda. That's a good point. And also exercise, rotator cuff exercise. You got to increase the heat in that area. So all that stuff is good stuff. Got it? I think you got it all.
The turpentine oil, Dr. Paul.
Turpentine oil works also. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of stuff. But remember, what's the key element with everything we're talking about? Increasing circulation.
One that works for you.
One that works for you. That's right. But also we're creating the environment for healing. That's the whole point. Create the environment for healing. So there's multiple solutions to a problem. But yes, you got them all. All right, good. You got it?
Thank you.
All right, I think you left. All right, thank you, Paul. Appreciate you.
Yep.
All right, tell Jenny I said hey, and tell her, you sneaking in on her line.
I'm more concerned about this ivermectin because she just started a couple days ago. So now I'm going to get on it.
Yeah.
Give
me a call. Give me a call. I can tell you more about the ivermectin. And also the alternatives that we have for ivermectin, because some people, with the controversy and stuff like that, there's a lot of other things that you can do also. Got it? So give me a call. All right.
Okay.
So
before we go to Audrey, there was a question from Flo. She wanted to know, how do you rid your body? I'm not quite sure I can understand what this is. This oxytoxic. I'm not quite sure if that's what the
oxytocin.
Yeah. Quinn, you there? Flo, you there?
I'm here. Yeah, that's how I can't pronounce it either, Bill. Don't feel bad.
Are you saying oxytocin?
Oxytoxins.
Oxytoxins.
Toxins.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, spell it for me.
OXOTOXINS. I was reading up on it when I told you I had the vertical thing, and when I was reading up on it, they said,
oh, you're talking about, here it is. I just found something. You're talking about you're talking about the oxytocin or toxic that comes from like spider bites and stuff?
No, that comes from taking medicine over a period of time.
Yeah, well, whenever you're trying to move anything out of the system, it's the same thing as a detox for us.
Mm-hmm.
We would use things like we say not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent disease. Just food for the soul. We're talking about glutathione, things like that raise their ability for it to chelate, to pull it out of the system. Got it? So it still goes back to the very simple thing. And let's not get distracted. It's about cleaning the blood. You got to clean this stuff out of you. So it binds to pull it out. So that would be any of the blood cleansers, but glutathione is high on the level.
Can you spell that, please?
Glutathione, GLUTATHIONE, glutathione.
Thank you.
Now that is actually raised. Glutathione is naturally raised when you increase your level of C vegetables. So if you raise your level of C vegetables, you can actually increase your glutathione. All right. Now, also that includes the sea, any of the seaweed families. So that's the kelp, chlorella, spirulina, nori, bladderwrack, all of those. They will make a difference. Got it? So that's what I would say to do. Also, alpha lipoic acid. Alpha lipoic, alpha lipoic acid is good. Okay.
Okay.
Alpha lipoic acid can convert to glutathione. Okay.
These are
Okay.
blood cleaners. These are blood cleaners.
Yes, these are blood cleansers. These are actually raises the glutathione, which is your natural blood cleanser, which actually chelates things like heavy metals out of the body. So glutathione. Now, I can tell you, men, as men, don't have high levels of glutathione if we have high testosterone levels. Got it? So women, you are estrogen producers predominantly, so you have higher levels of glutathione. So when we tend to have problems with things that attack our body and get into our system, if we have high levels of glutathione, or if we have low levels of glutathione, it tends to be more dangerous for us. Okay, so high testosterone levels does make a difference. So what do? Increase your glutathione. You can also grab there's one more thing that's called DMG. You ever heard of DMG?
No.
DMG is dimethylglycine. Dimethylglycine is also another one that helps, or you may go by DMG, or sometimes you'll see it combined with what's called B15.
Are you saying DN as in no or M as in me?
D, M as in Mary, G as in go.
Mhm.
DMG.
Okay.
You know, one thing I like about the DMG is dimethylglycine actually helps the ability to stop replication factors. So it actually helps to build things, sort of cleans the platform. And not only is it a good detox, but it also sort of resets the DNA. Okay, so that's an added piece right there. So I don't talk much about that one, but DMG, you know, sometimes you'll see it with a dimethylglycine mixed with something like a B15.
Okay.
All right, so those are the kind of ones I would look at. All right, folks.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Queen. All right, Queen. I see you. There you
Okay,
go. There you
all
go.
right.
There you got the hand. You got the hand. All right, now I want to
Okay.
put on pause for a second because I want to bring to the front of the tree. Today, it is my pleasure to bring forth a good. Actually, you know what? Kamara introduced me to Dr. Eloise Prescott, and she said, "Y'all need to meet."
Well.
And then she said, "You know what? Matter of fact, I think she's close to you." I'm like, "What?" Turned out she was right down the street from me.
Well.
And I tell you, this relationship of how I've connected with her has been so advantageous in every way. And I said, you know, Dr. Eloise, you got to come forth and we got to hear more about what you do, because people got to know how much and important what you do is for the family. So I couldn't think of a better place to do it than the family tree.
Well.
So without further ado, I want to bring to the stage that would be Dr. Eloise Prescott, acupuncturist, Reiki master.
Did you say reggae master? Go ahead.
Maybe,
Go,
that's
Dr.
just me,
Eloise.
that's me,
Wow.
That's me right there. That's the music in me, Doc. I'm sorry. So without further ado, how you doing today, this evening?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I did get stuck in that traffic. It was traffic everywhere today.
Yes,
I
it
had wanted to
was.
do some other things here, but I'll just be talking about it this evening. And the first thing I would like to say is just in regards to everything that we're learning here tonight. Number one, our body is always, always trying to heal. And it's always, always, always trying to get into balance. It's called homeostasis. And our body has a very, very superior intelligence. And you can see that immediately, like when you cut your finger or something, you know what happens immediately. Your body starts to develop a scab. So that lets you know you didn't tell your body to make a scab over that sore. Your body knows to do that. The second you lose blood, your blood is replaced. If you lose a drop of blood, it's replaced instantaneously. That's what we're talking about with this body here. It's definitely a temple that should be taken care of. And, that's why I love what Dr. Paul is doing and what I'm trying to do too. But I think that's the first thing we should all recognize. And that kind of leads me to Reiki, because Reiki was really founded in Japan by someone named Dr. Usui Mikao. But I started learning about it because I had read an article talking about Reiki, and it said it was healing on a subatomic level. And I said, level, what is that? What does that even mean? But it really relates to quantum energy. And as I started studying Reiki, I realized that this is what indigenous people have been doing around the world for thousands of years. In fact, in our country, in the United States, they call it laying on of hands.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
same
right.
thing. It's the same thing. Just with your hands, you can heal your body. I am not going to say, how much you can heal it. But if you get a headache, the first thing you do, intuitively, this, you grab your head. As soon as you have back pain, you might start rubbing your back. Because intuitively, your spirit knows the truth. It tells you what to do. So, studying Reiki and learning about Reiki was really just kind of getting back some information that, I always felt that I knew. And also as a Reiki teacher and a Reiki practitioner, I just like to give you some examples because it's really kind of hard to explain. We're really energy beings. That's what we are. And I would like to say we're really spiritual beings. That's what we are. And, when you go into a room, you get a feeling of bad energy sometimes from folks. That is real. That is real. It's not something that you should ignore. And if you go into a room or you deal with someone and you get really positive energy, that's real. It's real. And you should go with that. So Reiki is really just energy healing. So a Reiki practitioner, because they've been attuned, can actually feel like if you have a problem with your shoulder or with your arm, we can actually sense it and feel it. Out here, it's more of a spiritual blockage. Here is more of a mental blockage, mental and emotional. And then by the time it gets here, you're feeling it. But it always starts like in the spiritual realm. And that's why it's so important for us to have to be grounded in some type of spiritual practice. Because that keeps everything pretty clear. So, that's really Reiki. One example I can give you, some years ago, myself and a few other students, we were working at a spa down at, I think it was 17th and Walnut down there in Center City. And there was a young woman who was on the table and, she was just laying there on her back. And there were about 5 of us. We were on a class. And you start scanning the body for where you feel it might be a blockage. So we started feeling a blockage like around her stomach area. I started feeling that. And so I kind of whispered to her, I said, is it that time of the month? And she shook her head and I said, okay. And then she turned over and I started feeling it more intensely. Really intensely, like it was like a ball or something, a ball of energy. And the area was parallel to the spot in the front. So I said, wow, I'm really feeling a lot of energy right over here in her back, in the lower back area. And there was another guy who was there, and he was Native American. And he said, wow, I feel it too. And so then after the whole session was over, she told all of us really, she said, I don't really know for sure, she said, but when I was born, I was a twin. And I've always felt that she was with me. I said, yes, she's definitely with you.
Wow.
But that's just a very, very strong example of the feeling that you can actually get when you start scanning the body and what things you're sensitive to.
Wow. That's amazing.
You know, I was also able to tell when my niece was pregnant. You know, a lot of things like that have happened. I could give you hundreds of examples. But that was a very powerful example to me to experience. But I think that everyone should learn it. I think that all men should learn it, women, couples should learn it, families should learn it. Because if your grandchild falls in and hurts their knee or something like that, you know, instinctively, you're going to try to see what's going on and feel it. But you can actually learn how to remove the pain just by doing this. It's just energy. It's just energy. Right. You just remove that sensation from the child. I did that for my granddaughter. One day she was at my house with my daughter and I heard her scream, and I went in the room and she had dropped a big jar of honey or something on her foot. And so she was just screaming and we couldn't get her to stop screaming. And this is the great thing about Reiki too. You can also do distance Reiki. So I just went in another room in my apartment and I started doing Reiki from a distance. And I said her name and I started imagining that I was doing it. And she just stopped crying just like that, almost instantaneously. And I said, okay, now we can talk to her and figure out what's going on and what she did. And then we took her to urgent care and she was really fine, but I think it just kind of scared her. But anyway, it's so good for all of us. If you're having, you know, I want to start doing couples. I'd like to do families because so many people are having, you know, kind of family issues. And if you can imagine, you know, during the pandemic, we were not touching
at all.
No,
at all. And they say, I think they say something like everybody needs at least 3 hugs a day or something.
There's a reason for it.
It helps you to heal. This is, you know, I've always attracted, you know, just great people, I think. And it's like Dr. Paul. This is a sacred type of medicine. It really is. And, you know, I'm just letting people know now, because I really think we need to be doing more of this to clear the energy around ourselves and to clear the energy in our neighborhoods, in our community.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So that's Reiki. If anybody's interested, please give me a call.
Reiki, R-E-K.
Can you spell the word Reiki?
It's R-E-I-K-I. And there are a lot of different types of Reiki. I think it's like a couple hundred. But you
I want to definitely say on this point right now, I've been studying with Dr. Eloise, and I've gone through 2 sessions, right? I've gone through 2 certifications with you, and I'm gonna tell you, it has changed a lot of everything around me. You know, I'm doing Reiki on everybody, my wife, my son. You know, matter of fact, my dog even trying to chime in. I said, hey, and the reason why I say that is because, yes, you can remove the static energy away from the body. So I can tell you it is something that everyone should be a remnant of their family, should know and have this gift and understanding of how to perform Reiki and the processing. So the laying of the hands and the things that you have to do.
Mute yourself, Rosetta. Rosetta, mute yourself.
Mute yourself. Please mute yourself. If you're not talking, please put yourself on mute. All right, everybody should be off, and it's just Eloise right now. So, Dr. Eloise, definitely, I want to say you also do the acupuncture, you know, and I can tell you, I've been bringing my wife through, and I'm telling you, we've been seeing some incredible feedback from her on this. She's your biggest fan right now. And I want to tell you, she is loving how you feel, because when I have my sessions, I can tell you with Reiki, I'm just going while we're on this point, I feel a lot lighter every time. You know, it's almost like it sort of lifts off of me. So I can say it definitely is something, and I truly appreciate you so much. All right.
Dr. Paul.
Okay,
Yes,
wait a
Ryan.
minute, Uriah.
Hold
Just
on.
wait. We're gonna let her get through it first before any questions, okay? Let's get her through. Go ahead. Eloise.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So once I had started studying Reiki, I actually started studying acupuncture, and I went to acupuncture school. And I'm a licensed acupuncturist. I'm licensed by the Pennsylvania State Board of Medicine. And it was a very intense study. But I also learned through Chinese, through studying it, that this is also energy medicine or spirit medicine. That's really what it is. And I really didn't know that much about acupuncture. And because I'm talking to all of you, I just wanted to let you know, I went down to the main library because I said, I don't really know that much about acupuncture. I was thinking about learning it. And I went down there and took out a lot of books on acupuncture. The first book I actually picked up, first chapter, first paragraph said, the first acupuncture needles were found in Egyptian tombs. And that just really set me off. I said, okay, this was Sankofa. I'm going back to get what was ours. This is really an African healing.
Absolutely. Comedic systems. Yes, comedic systems. Yep.
So I just want to mention this to Troy. There's something in acupuncture called surrounding the dragon. So that's when, for scar tissue. So that's when you actually put a lot of needles around the scar tissue. And after a period of time, it gets rid of the scar.
Well,
yeah, hopefully he's doing that. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what was it called again? What was it called?
Surrounding the dragon.
Surrounding the dragon.
The dragon.
I like that.
Oh, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. And
Yes.
acupuncture works because we're energy beings. Whenever you have any kind of illness or disease, I don't care if it's mental illness, you know, problems with your digestive system, issues with pain, issues with fertility, it's all related to either a blockage of your energy, which is really your spirit,
Yeah.
or an imbalance. And so an acupuncturist, what we do is we insert needles to either build up your energy, because sometimes, you know, depending on what's going on, your energy isn't that strong. You know, maybe you had a rough day or a rough year or a rough decade, you know, and your energy or your spirit is just not that strong. Okay. So we insert needles in a particular way to build the energy. And that's also building your immunity. Okay. Also, and that has actually been proven in Western medicine. If you do studies on, especially like low back pain, they will actually say that acupuncture is great for low back pain. So, you know, that's one thing. We also insert needles in certain meridians to create balance. Because as I said initially, the body is always seeking balance. The body is always seeking balance.
Yes,
and sometimes if you have inflammation, we insert needles in certain meridians to remove or disperse that inflammation. And I have treated so many people with sciatica and low back pain and neck pain, and you know, I've stopped people from getting surgeries and they're doing great now. And it just amazes me all the time In fact, I had seen a woman a couple years ago, and she had she said that her doctor wanted her to have surgery. She said they wanted to put a metal plate or titanium plate in her neck. Young woman, she was in her 40s, and I said, oh my God, let me just work on you a little bit. I don't think you need to have that surgery. And so I did a treatment where I used something called mugwort. We use it's called moxibustion. That's really the treatment. That's what it's called. In moxibustion, you take mugwort, but the Latin name is Artemis vulgaris. And it's one of the most powerful herbs in the world. They use it in China to cure cancer. So what I do is I actually, it's a dried herb. I place it on the skin and I light it with incense. And then I tell the patient to let me know when it starts feeling warm. So what it does is it goes into the body. And it's very, very good at building up your chi, your vital force, your energy. And it's also very good at getting rid of inflammation. So that's what I did. I did a lot of moxa on her neck. And as what usually happens, I didn't hear from her, until 2 years later. And she called me and she said she needed help with her foot. And I said, okay. So she came in. And so I asked her, I said, so what happened with your neck? Did you have surgery on your neck? And she said, oh no. She said, after I saw you, I didn't have to get the surgery. I didn't have any more pain.
There you go. There you go.
I know that's right.
I just couldn't see her like that, But it's very good. And I just feel very grateful, very thankful that I've learned it. And I'm able to help some people. So, but it's, all of that is, it's part of the healing arts that indigenous people have been using for thousands of years.
Yes.
And the only reason it's not, it costs, like hundreds of dollars for people to get acupuncture treatments. And doctors are going to make thousands of dollars. So they're never going to say, go see an acupuncturist. I even have an example of that. I helped this woman. I saw her with a cane and we were around the same age. And that was like 25 years ago. And I said, why are you walking with a cane? And she said, I have this sciatica. And my orthopedic surgeon said, I need to get surgery. And I said, well, please come to see me. No, it wasn't 20 years ago. It was only about 10 years ago. And so anyway, I started treating her. And like I said, it came to about $300-400 for all the treatments. And I never heard from her. Then I ran into her and she said, well, I said, so how are you doing? And she said, oh, I'm doing fine now. I'm gardening, I'm shopping, I'm doing whatever I need to do. And she said, you know what? I went back to my doctor and I told him. He said, oh, you're doing better. And she said, yeah, I had acupuncture done. And she said, and do you know, she was so pissed. She said, do you know he reached in his pocket and pulled out this card and it had his acupuncturist on there?
Yeah, right. How about that? How about that?
Orthopedic surgeon.
Wow.
Acupuncturist.
So Dr. Eloise,
I'm sorry.
can
I
you
could
just,
go on
no,
forever.
that's okay.
Any
But
questions?
we needed to hear those stories because people have to be myth with a lot of things that they hear. And people get spooked and things like that. But this is all science, y'all. This is why what we do is all about the body. It's about homeostasis, like she said. Things are always in balance. And we're just putting ourselves back in rhythm with the earth, with the planet, and also with all the elements of the universe. So with that, what a great thing. So if there are any questions for Dr. Eloise right now,
Yes.
that anyone has?
Yes. How deep do you put those? How deep in the skin do you put the needles?
They really don't have to go that deep because remember, it's energy really that we're working on. So it's a very superficial type of thing, really. Now, some practitioners do go deep. But I do more, my practice is more like the Japanese, you know, it's a very gentle type
It's
of.
bad touch.
And also people need to understand those needles are so hair fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't even draw blood.
No, they don't. Yeah, they're hair thin. The needles are hair thin and they're disposable. People ask me if I reuse them. Nope, nope, nope. They're disposable.
I don't have a question. I just wanted to say that last year when I went into the hospital and I went into Lankenau for congestive heart failure, and I'm much better now. I'm off all the medications, but I didn't ask for this because I didn't really know that much about Reiki, and they came to me and asked me did I want to have a visit from a Reiki practitioner, and they brought a Reiki practitioner in, and she went over, you know, my body and with some prayers and things like that, and was pulling energy or whatever, you know. But I just wanted to share that this was in Lankenau Hospital. So evidently, anytime modern traditional medicine is into it, it must be something to it.
Yes, right. That's right.
We're
You got
opening
it,
up
right.
more, and it brings down your blood pressure almost immediately when you do the Reiki. So the reasons why they use it in the hospital for people who are having chemo and radiation, they recommend the Reiki.
I have a question, Dr.
Okay, you have a question?
Eloise. Being out of state, being out of state, is there an organization or something that for certification? Because I've referred patients to acupuncturists over the years, but they're in the area that I live, they're kind of a good distance. There've only been 1 or 2 patients that would go, and then they're like, you know, it's too far, it costs too much, whatever. But with the job that I'm doing now, I have some patients who don't mind paying for alternative healthcare because they're so frustrated with traditional medicine and the corporate structure of medicine. So,
good point.
So how would they find somebody who is certified and not just somebody who's trying to make $1?
Right. Okay, I'll have to put that in the chat room because I'll have to look it up. Okay. There are a number of different associations. Where are you? Where are you located?
In the Nashville area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dr. Paul's gonna make me have to come to Philadelphia to get an assessment.
Well,
I called the office today, but I forgot about the time difference, so the office is already already closed. I just need to know what your schedule's gonna be like around the holidays so I can make my plans.
I got you covered, Glenda. I got you. You know I got you covered. All right. I got the message. I got it. I was like, what is that, Clarissa?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are you gonna be in there?
I have a question.
So
All
are you
right.
teaching a class? You teaching a course?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, she wouldn't if you're teaching a course.
Yeah, I'll be teaching Reiki. I'm teaching it all the time as people request.
Yeah, you're getting Yvette. And I just said, I'm one of the students right here. Yeah, y'all. That's right.
I'm gonna give you a call.
Remember, I suggest everyone. Remember, I'm gonna say it again. Y'all need to be a remnant of your family to learn this laying on hands. You know, this is the same. Remember, Reiki was also attributed to when you look at the lost years of Jesus. And this
Yes,
is deep,
there
y'all.
you go.
This is deep. This is deep.
Yes, sir.
They show where he went and trained in the art of Reiki. He actually did it. That's where a lot of the laying on the hands happened. They actually have documents that show that this is where, when you talk about laying on hands and moving energy and things like that, these are the things that Christ was using. You know,
I
so
just
he
text
learned
you
it.
that
Yep.
info, Dr.
Yep,
Paul.
those are the lost years. Yeah, would you text me on that?
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah, these are the lost years. So with this, I recommend everyone, and this is something that everyone can do. Some people will be more in tune than others. And I'm going to tell you, Dr. Eloise, you was telling me, she said, sometimes you're going to find something and you're going to feel something. and she learns and teaches you how to do this, and you just move it away, move it away, move it away.
Yeah.
So definitely get your certification. I got my 2 already. I'm about to
Okay.
get that 3rd one, y'all.
Well.
Look out there. Get out there. Watch it there.
Oh boy.
Also
have your
wanted to
special
mention,
Dr. Always, I'll give you a call because I got some stuff in my head about that. We'll talk about it.
We got some static to move out of that head over there.
Yeah. It's
okay.
important.
I just wanted to mention about my special I have on.
Yes,
going
please
for
do
the
that. Mhm.
acupuncture, not for the Reiki, but for the acupuncture.
Okay.
This is also the time of year when we're supposed to be letting go. That means letting go of things you don't really need. The same way the trees let the leaves go when they die. We should be doing that with our lives. That means on a
There you go.
mental level,
Yes.
level, physical level. You have old clothes, they've just been hanging around, just
Mm.
let go.
I know that's right.
You know, if you have relationships that aren't really good, just check it
Get
out.
rid of them. Get rid of
You
them.
might have to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even whatever you could think of. 'Cause a lot of times we have stagnant emotions that are causing us pain. So this is the time to let it go. So I'm
Okay.
going to be doing basically let it go and immunity boosting treatments for $30. They're normally $85, but this is just to help people to let it go in terms of the stress, the anxiety, all of that, just to let it go. Because you need to do that first. You need to make sure that you're stress-free. That helps to build up your immunity because your body can't really deal with the immunity if you're stressed, because that kind of stresses out everything. So we get rid of the stress, help you to relax, and then I'll be doing some points that actually build up your immunity. And it'll just be for $30. We're just trying to help people out, especially during
All
this
right.
time.
Family, take advantage of that. Hey, everybody, come off of mute. Give Dr.
I know that's right.
Eloise
That
a
information
hand.
is
Thank
in
you
the
so much
Thank
for
you.
that information.
Prophet says the info is already in the chat, Dr. P.
That was
amazing.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, and the number, they said the
Thank
number was
you.
wrong in the chat room is 267-240-5109. I'll write it again.
Okay, that number is on your website though.
40.
I copied it right from your website, the 249.
It said 249?
I copied it right from the website.
All right, so good to write one in there so we can get it.
240.
And also, okay, and also, could you say that slow? So for the folks that are listening by phone, we want to make sure that they can hear that. Dr. Eloise, could you mention your number again?
Okay, my number is 267-240-5109.
09.
What is your website, please?
It's Essence of Acupuncture. Well, it's really essence-of-acupuncture.com. If you are ready to make an appointment, you should go. I have an app, and I'll put that information in the chat. I think it's already in there. It's Essence.
All that information is in the chat box. If you just look up a little bit around 823.
I would say, yeah, I would say if you're calling in, if you're someone that's calling in, you can't see, of course, the chat box. Gotta kind of keep always reminding of that folks that are on the phone. Just give her a call. I would say the personal personal contact usually gets all your questions answered.
No doubt.
Give her
Yes,
a call,
indeed.
reach
Indeed,
out
indeed.
to her so she can work with you. Start the relationship right there. That's where we start. That's what the family tree is all about.
That's
y'all.
right. That's
Touch
exactly right.
somebody. Call them. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Eloise. You
Yes,
are
indeed, indeed,
the biggest
indeed.
fan. You are my and my wife's biggest fan. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, I tell you, every time you just lift them clouds off of me, I'm like, boy, I so needed that today. All right.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
we're gonna move about. I know I wanted to always do a spotlight on people that are doing great things in the community and the family. So I want to say that thank you again. Hey, mute yourself, mute yourself, mute yourself, mute yourself. Patricia,
Patricia, mute yourself, Patricia.
Patricia. Y'all crack me up with that. Mute yourself.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We're going to get started and move on down the field. We're going to answer some of those questions in the box there. Who do we have, Big B? Let's go up to the top there.
You know what? Let me tell you something. When we look at our time, you really need to get the folks.
Yeah, that's right. We can get moving. We can get moving. Mhm.
Yeah, let's just go. We got Audrey up in the corner. Otherwise, we'll never get to,
Hey,
to 9 o'clock. Audrey, you there?
Hello, Dr. Paul and Mr. Bill.
Hey, Audrey.
Hey.
Quick question. I'm sure you heard me say this before. I cough all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It did stop and now it's back in. I have had visits to the doctor. They cannot find any allergies or anything. No problems. I take oil of oregano. I take mullein and I drink a lot of water and it's still coughing. It's not constantly like it was, but it's starting to get there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What can I?
Yeah. Temperature has a lot to do with this. Okay. I'm going to focus.
My temperature today, I take it every day. It was 97.6.
No, I'm not talking about that. No, I'm not talking about that.
Oh.
I'm talking about temperature meaning hot.
Okay.
Okay. Taking some things that are hot. I would start to resonate more hot in things, teas. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
You got to resonate the lungs. See, the lungs will cool at the very top. And that creates the environment for things like bacteria, mucus, acid, parasites, things can form in the upper part, which causes the congestion that a lot of people experience. So heat. You got to get that hot teas. So if you do a hot tea, I would do a hot tea like a combination of a bacterial, viral, and fungal together. So I would do something like a golden seal. Okay. Not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent disease, just food for the soul. Get you some golden seal. You can break it right.
Seal, you mean a tea, golden seal?
You can take not just the tea. I'm talking about take the raw golden seal.
I have golden seal. Yeah.
All right, in the powder form, you can get the capsule, put it right into some hot water.
Okay.
Got it? Also take yourself some mullein.
I have that.
Okay, mullein. And if you can grab yourself some mugwort. Mugwort. You heard Dr. Eloise talk about mugwort.
Yes, I actually wrote it down.
Yeah. Yeah, mugwort is actually from the wormwood family. So if you can't find mugwort, then you can also do the wormwood. Okay. See, that's a combination tea of all of those: bacterial, viral, fungal, parasitic. Got it? So you're covering all bases. At the same time, you want to increase your exercise. Okay. Yeah, I see you online. I see you when you're exercising.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And also the last thing, make sure you raise the pH. Where's your pH been? Have you been testing your pH at all?
I haven't checked it in a while, but I do drink Crystal Geyser. I've been very careful with I eat a lot more veggies and trying to not do I try to do more organic things.
Right. So just kind of watch that, because we got to make sure that pH is high, but you got to be on point with that. So just make sure, whenever in doubt, just check it. Always be on point with that. See, you can make sure you're not guessing, so you know exactly where that number is. So you got your strips, right? You got your strips.
Yes.
You want to see those strips? Yep. So test yourself and you know the formula, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. All righty.
She can get some horehounds.
Yeah, horehound. There's a lot of horehound. There's a lot of mullein. There's pleurisy. That's another herb. It's called pleurisy. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. The old Indian wild cherry bark syrup, more than Dr. Tiara's. See, what you want to do, you have to overwhelm the bacteria or virus, or even in this case, maybe fungus. You have to overwhelm it. So sometimes you'll have to take this regimen, usually every hour on the hour sometimes. That's how we purge these things out. So every hour on the hour, we'll take syrups and things like that until the first 4 hours. So for every hour on the hour for the first 4 hours, and then after that, every 2 hours until you start to feel better. That's an advanced version that we do, but we're overwhelming virus and bacteria and parasites. Okay. So you got all three of them right there. Okay. All right, Audrey. Keep it
All
posted.
right, very good, Audrey. Thank
Keep it
you.
posted. You
All
in your
right.
favorite chair. That's her favorite chair right there. You better not mess with Audrey chair now. She's messing you up.
All right, Kathy Hinsford, you're up next. Kathy, you there?
Yes. Hi. The information is always so amazing. I mean, we learn so much every week. My goodness, I have books, pages that are full with information. Just wanted to say that it's just a beautiful thing. But I have a question, Dr. Paul. Thank you, Bill. I have a question. Dr. Paul, I've just been curious about this in terms of the pH levels, which is 2 saliva, 1 urine. I've always wondered why isn't it 2 urine? Because it seems like that, has gone through the body and therefore would have more kind of weight, so to speak, and the 1 would be in the mouth. Why is it that ratio as opposed to the other?
Well, because your urine is usually always going to be more acidic.
That's right.
That's the way it was explained to me. Yep.
The
urine is always going to be a little bit more acidic. So the quotient is double that saliva, add to the urine, divide by 3. That was the exact question I asked my teacher. This exact same question. Yep.
Every time I do it, I always.
But the explanation is that the reason that is because after it's gone through the complete system, it's usually going to be more on the acidic side. So that's why you double the saliva to give it a balance. And therefore you can get a determining factor, which is really a reference of where you are. And it's spot on. I'm gonna tell you, it is spot on. But some people, I run into people all the time. That's why I'm very specific and detailed with that, because people will say, I take my pH every day. They take the saliva and they take the urine. I'm good. They never do the formula. And that's why you have to you have to make the connection. You have to make that connection. So you got to do both. Always do it also before a meal, never after a meal. It's always before a meal. Got it?
Before or 2 hours after or something?
2 to 3 hours after. Yeah, after you've had a meal, but never right after you've had something to eat or drink.
Okay.
Because it can
one last question. I don't know if I heard this a long time ago. Somebody said in the morning, sometimes the second testing is better than the first. Have you ever heard that?
Well, sometimes it's the catch. Some people have the catch. Usually, now remember, usually in the morning, remember, we're in what cycle are we in?
Cleansing.
Right, cleansing. So in the cleansing, right, that's usually when you're going to see the most acidity. Check your numbers. You're going to notice that
that's true.
It's going to be more acidic usually in the morning because you're flushing. So that's why sometimes you want to take it in the afternoon or the evening hours before like dinner or before lunch, just to see where you are. I always tell folks, that's why I have on that log a comment at the end. So I want you to comment, how do you feel? When did you take it? How do you feel? Because that does make all the difference. After you're doing this for a while, you'll notice that, you know what, every time I can almost tell when I'm acidic, or get that knee start acting up, or my hip start acting up, or something in my shoulder, or I start getting a little tinge of headache, you're off. So after a while, you'll notice that you get in tune. This is all about getting in tune with your body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Appreciate you.
You got it. Clorinda, you're up next, Clorinda.
Yeah, are there certain, I was scrolling on Instagram. And there was this guy who's a doctor, something or other, and he was talking about the different types of magnesium and what they're for. So, I take magnesium. I just didn't know that there were different types of magnesium. So he listed a whole bunch of them, because the most common one, well, magnesium citrate is the Epsom salt, and then magnesium sulfate, magnesium orotate, magnesium L-threonate, magnesium citrate, sulfate, and malate.
Right. Are you talking about the 12 salts?
Yes.
It's called the 12 salts. Right. The 12 salts are aligned to the zodiac.
Okay.
It's getting deep, y'all. All right. To see what happens is people say, well, you say zodiac, and then folks start going, oh, well, we're getting kind of spooky here. No, zodiac is the constellations. Astrology is one thing. Zodiac is something totally different. Zodiac is the actual constellations that the stars move about. And in the ancient times, in ancient Kemetic systems and understanding, that was the first Bible. Because you ever heard the expression that the stars and the constellation shall proclaim his name? There's a scripture that talks about this. So there's a book that I have called The Truth, and it breaks down the constellations. So salts are very important. There's 12 primary salts that are part of our bodies. And when you're born, and this is a little deep piece, I'm glad you brought this one up, Lorinda, because it's a pretty heavy. I would have to break this down on another episode of the family tree. But whatever salts you are born, takes how many months for birth? How many?
9.
How many? 9, right?
Actually
9
10,
months.
but we say 9.
Right,
Amen.
we say 9, right? We say 9, right? So in a year, there is what? How many months?
12 months.
12. So you're missing what?
3.
Right. So we have charts that show you when you're born, there's 3 salts that you, based on what time you were born, that you're deficient in.
Oh, really?
That's deep. That's deep, ain't it? That's real deep. So that's the ones that, for example, if you're in like February, so March, April, and what? March, April, and
May.
June, and May. You are actually, there's 3 salts as a salt for every month. So each one, that would tend to be the deficiency that person would have. And I'll break it down a little. Like I said, it gets into a whole nother level of Kemetic understanding and energy. And I would definitely have to break it down.
Would that be explained in the book?
Yeah, that would be explained in the book. Yeah. If you get the 12 salts. Matter of fact, y'all want me to pull it up? I can pull up the chart real quick. Hold on. 12 salts. Yeah. Yeah, I did a whole show on the 12 salts one time, and the of the body, 12 salts of the body, and I can give you a rotation. Let me see if I can go to, maybe I can do the images. I can pull up one real quick while everyone is waiting. All right.
That's 12 salts of the body, right?
Yep, 12 salts of the body. I know Prof. Snarry probably put it in the chat and everything already. All right, so here it is right here. Let me see if they're here. So it's a wheel. It's actually a wheel. Okay, and from the wheel, you remember I told you 9 months. So there's 3 salts that you have to count after your month of birth. Got it? So if you're February, it'll be March, April, May. So got it? So those 3 salts would be the ones that tends to be that you are deficient in. And when you add that to your diet, guess what? Things tend to clear up. All right. So let me see if I can grab this right here. I'm gonna grab this big B. Let me see.
Is this a science or a myth?
No, this is science. There's no myth. We don't deal with myths. We deal
That's
with
the name
only
of the
science.
book.
Yeah. All right, let me do this. Let me do this.
Yeah, because I'm finding a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't think you're talking about.
Yeah, here it is right here. Yeah, here it is right here. I got it. Let me share. Let's see. Let me know when you can see this, okay?
There you go.
Okay, see it?
Yeah.
So here it is.
Oh, it's
So,
in there.
so it's based on the signs of the and then I'm just looking at this one as across as far as where it goes in, and it goes into the deficiencies of each one. Say lime phosphate, sodium chloride, iron phosphate. You know, this one is potassium, caliphos. Let's see, sodium sulfate of sodium, chlorine, potassium. See, each one is deficient based on when you were born. Isn't that interesting? So
So the
three
east,
salts,
the east and the west are different than what we see east and west.
East and west. Well, it's interesting that you see that, because when we're looking at it from a perspective, this is just the wheel of life. This was considered the wheel of life. So it goes in a different perspective than what we've been taught. Yes, that is correct. You know how they flip everything, y'all. I can't try to not break it all down one spot, but I don't want to leave you hanging at the same time. But just understand that's the concept. If I were to break it down, there's 3 salts that everyone is deficient in. So find your month, got it? And then 3 after that, got it? So 3 after that. And then you look up the salts for each one of those months. That's how you would find it. And that's usually what we move you forward. There's a whole science behind this. And like I said, it gets into a whole nother level of understanding and nutrition and, you know, spirit, mind, body connection. And let me tell you, it works. I'm going to tell you, it will work. It will
Dr.
balance you
Paul,
out.
if you're early in that month, like say you were born on the 1st or 2nd of that month, could that also be the month that you're missing?
No, that's pretty much close enough. There's no cusp involved with this one. I think you're thinking about cusp. If you're on the cusp, or if you're born in between a month or something like that, you would just be towards that next month. Got it? So if you're in that month, you're in that month. Okay. All right. Good stuff, Corinda. You trying to start something now.
Dr. Paul, can you send me the link to that? Because I can't find that.
Okay. How about I do this? Let me just be more definite with that. I'll bring this back next week. How about that? Because I want to
Thank
be
you.
very on point.
Okay.
But there's a science behind it. I did a whole presentation on this about the salts, and people came back saying, you know what? It made a difference. See, salt, you know, you've been told that salt is bad for you. Got it? But salt is not bad for you. Salt is not the salt, it's what they're doing to the salt.
Amen.
Got
So
it?
very true. Yes.
They're refining the salts. They strip it out. But yet, if you were to what? If you get sick, go to the hospital, what's the first thing they doing when you get there?
Give you saline drip.
Sodium chloride.
Yeah, sodium.
All right. So they did told on themselves right there. Got it? So the 12 salts, these can balance you out. And there's places that you can order these specific salts. I'm telling you, it makes a difference. It really does. So find out what your salts are. I'll be more defining with that. Maybe like next week, I'll get into that. Okay. Because I want to be able to make sure you get a clear definition of what's really going on where. But the 12 salts is connected to you in the cycle of life. Okay?
Interesting.
Good
Very-
stuff.
Thank you so much, Dr. Paul.
Thank
Okay.
you. Appreciate you.
Name of the book, you said?
No, there's no name of a book right now. This is just the 12 salts. That's what the 12 salts. Yep. And that's the circle of life. So
Right.
I would just go with there for right now. I'll give you my recommendation maybe next week. Okay.
But Dr. Paul, what was it you said there was a book called The Truth?
The Truth?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, so that's a book.
See, y'all gonna make me get my book. See what you
No,
start
I'm sorry.
tomorrow.
But you just said it was a book. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Don't be sorry. Let him get the book.
Next week, Dr.
You
Paul.
know Bill gonna make me get
Make him get the book.
All right, let me get the book. I'm gonna get the book. I'm gonna get.
No, that's all right, Dr. Paul. Just go. We'll have it for next week.
All right.
I won't meet you up
All
yet.
right. All right. So
Yeah, because 1 second, we've got 5 more people and 9 o'clock
Okay.
is 2 minutes
Yep.
away.
Yep,
Okay.
let's move.
All right. There's Mark and then there's Sydney.
Well, he's gonna give you the name of the book.
He already gave you the book, The Truth.
It's called The Truth.
It's called The Truth.
Oh, okay.
Wake up, lover. It's 9 o'clock.
All right. It's my bedtime.
All right, Mark.
Mark, you got
Mark
a quick
and then
question,
Sydney.
Mark. Quick question, Mark. Quick question. Not quick, but important. Quick question.
Mark, you muted, Mark.
Mark, you muted.
All right, I'm here now.
Okay.
The foods that I'm trying to eat are organic that you was telling me about, Dr. Paul. My problem is I thought the foods was already prepared, like put in the freezer. Then when you're ready, thaw it out and you can eat it. But that's not the case. They bring the foods to me that needs to be prepared, and that's not good for me. I need someone that's online now, if they able to prepare the foods for me so I can have it availability for me, because I'm very active. I lift weights. When I come home, I don't feel like cooking. I just need to have it ready in the refrigerator or the freezer that I can pop it in the oven and eat. Is anyone that, if I'm able to get the foods to you, could you prepare it for me? Is anybody out there?
No.
Okay.
You follow me?
I got you, Mark. And you know, you can put that out there. If anyone can help, or if anyone knows someone that's in the position to do that, that's good.
And
But
I
Mark
give you my
also,
phone number. Give you my phone.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, Mark, this is what I want to bring to your attention. Remember, I did mention to you, caretakers, okay, and also working something out with organizations that can help you out with that, because
I do
right
have
now
a
we're
caregiver. I do have a caregiver, but they can't cook. That's the
Okay.
problem.
All right. Well, we might have to find one that can
Another
cook.
That's what I'm searching for.
Okay. All right. Now
That's what
here's.
I don't
now
mind
here's-
paying. I have no problems paying.
Okay, but
For
Mark,
real.
I understand you want to reach out to the family first, and I appreciate that, and I think that's a good, smart move. But let's look in other ways that we can identify that. There's plenty of agencies that you can call that will look and do the research for you. Okay, they'll basically go through a whole part of what are your needs, what are your basic needs, and what do you need. That's one of your major needs. So that's why they work that out for you. And when they place a caregiver for you, they'll do that and take that in consideration. So I think it's good to talk, to family. Anybody know it, give Mark a call. But Mark, give me a call so we can work that out for you, okay? I have a lot of places that we can talk to, and that you can talk to them. They work it out for you. Got it? That's part of your setup. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Should I put my number out there?
Give your number out. Give your number out.
My number is 215-820-5026.
All righty. All right. That's Mark. Give me your last name, Mark.
Kinsey, Kinsey.
All right.
Say that again.
That's
It's Mark Kinsey. Mark
Tell the number.
Kinsey.
Phone number. My phone number is 215-820-5026.
All right.
Got it?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to give the address. What part of Philadelphia?
I'm in the Philadelphia area. It's 5739 North 20th Street.
All right. Okay. Sounds
All right, Mark. Thank you. All right, Dorma, you're up next.
That's me. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hey, Dorma.
Hi. Dr. Paul, and this is for everybody. Last year, I wanted to share. Are you familiar with Farmer John?
Farmer John, the sister that's doing the farming.
Yes.
Yep, I talked to her a couple times.
Good. I wanted to get that out to you last year, but I listened to her on EcoFest, and then I went, so I missed her. But she put out there that the 21st, she's doing some dinner. So she's out in Westchester. So she's got 123 acres of land out there. She doesn't own it yet, so she's leasing right now, and I can feel that struggle because she put out in the air that she wants to give back and she's looking for people to help. So the Black farmers are coming this weekend. And she wants to she's trying to find people that want to, come on board with her because she mentioned we don't have no land. I get it. She's probably, trying to get people to come in so that we can hold that land down. So she's across from Cheney University. So that's a lot of land. She also mentioned that she feels a lot of microaggression. And she mentioned, she talked and, she feels as though she don't have enough of us. And when she see us, it makes her feel so much better.
Yeah.
I
And
just
Dorma,
wanted to share.
yeah, it's a very, 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 very good conversation. And Dorma, you're really right on top of it because it's the same conversation that I have with other farmers. I have a lot of Black farmers I talk to. You know what they say? They say to me, Doc, we got all the land you need over here, but there's nobody wants to work. Got it? Even the Bible speaks about that. So this ain't the first time this been going on.
Right.
They say the harvest is plenty, but the viewers are
The workers are few.
Got it?
So-
Meaning that people.
It's
That
worth
sound like who is that? Yeah, they won't work. And that's the problem and struggle with everyone.
We're going to have to put that bullhorn out there.
Yeah, we got to put it on there. So
We have
give her a contact, give her my information. I would love to bring her on the platform and do a spotlight with her. I know she was on EcoFest on Word.
Right.
And she, matter of fact, I believe she won one of the contests that
She
we
did.
had right here.
I
Yep.
prayed and she won. She sure
Yep.
did. And then
Yep.
this year I brought my
So-
niece on, so they called her.
Yeah, so it's a constant problem. It's not new, but again, here we are. No one wants to work. It's hard labor. It is hard labor, and it's also dedication.
Yes, yes.
So, but everybody want to eat though, right? Everybody want to eat. So at some point in time, we have to do that. So definitely, I would enjoy a conversation with her, and reaching
Sooner
out.
than
So
later.
just maybe let's make that happen, okay?
As a matter of fact, I sent it to you in Messenger on the Facebook because I was in a hurry. I was all over the place. And I
Okay.
noticed because they posted it. So I saved it, sent it to you, and in the first 30 minutes of it,
Okay.
the first 30 minutes in it, that's when she begins to speak.
Okay. I'll reach out. I'll take a look and see in the messenger. I really don't mess with messenger too much. It's too hacked. So
I understand.
But I'll try to look at it now that I know what to look for. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Dorma.
All
Appreciate
right,
you.
all right, Doma, thank you.
Blessings.
All right,
thank you.
Sydney.
Sydney, Debbie.
You're muted, Sydney.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, Dr. Wyatt. I just have a
Dr.
question.
Wyatt. Woo, woo,
Dr.
woo, that's a
Dr. Paul. I'm sorry. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good evening.
Yeah.
First, I'd like to thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. But in the meantime, I had come across an article that said to be careful of your vitamins because they may be natural or synthetic.
Yeah, they talking about supplements. Yeah, they're talking about supplements. Yeah, very reason I always tell folks I'm not down with the supplements. I mean, I understand the supplements, but I always say whenever you supplement something, this is the nutraceutical industry at its best. They're separating, isolate, divide. So I'm not a proponent of that because, say, for instance, you want a potassium. Well, they'll say they're going to separate, isolate, and divide that potassium from a plant somewhere. Got it? So they're going to give you the potassium, but the body's like saying something missing because this potassium wasn't doing nothing by itself. Got it? Nothing in the body functions by itself, including nutrients. Nothing in the universe functions by itself. It's always as a group, an organization, as a family. So I tend to say, go back to the plant, and the plant is alive and it's in balance. So if you want your potassium, you want that specific supplement, go back to the herb that it came from or the plant life that it came from. That's why I've never been a proponent for that because too many too much manipulation going on, and it shows.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
All right, Cindy. Thank you so
All right,
very
thank
much.
you, Sid.
All
Thank
right.
you. You keep
Thank
calling her
you.
Cindy. That's Debbie.
The Debbie, I'm sorry about that. Debbie.
Using
Yeah.
her iPad.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, Diane.
Diane.
Diane was there a
And
little while
Prophetess got the
ago.
last one. She threw her hand up there. Yup, I'm gonna be last.
Tasha, all right, let's go to Tasha. Oh, well, here she comes. Diane.
Diane, quick question. Let's got it. Good, quick but important.
Sorry. I was looking for information on carpal tunnel.
Yeah, inflammation, still like anything else in the body, still inflammation. You treat it just like if you had knees, joint problems of any and all kinds, sea buckthorn, MSM, coral calcium, arnica creams, things like comfrey, all those things will help in those areas. Comfrey tends to do, I think, a little bit better with carpal tunnel because when you take that comfrey cream, like that comfrey salve, that Dr. Christopher's comfrey salve, that tends to move right into that area, a little better. I think it is,
Okay, how
and
about
of course,
the elbow?
pine tar, all those things. See, all that's inflammation, meaning that you have to cool it down. So that means the herbs have to cool it down in order for it to heal. It's got to cool it. So you got to cool it down by herbs that do that. Also, if I throw one herb out that would be calendula or calendula.
Calendula. Right.
Calendula or calendula. Great for inflammation. Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. Got
Good
it.
stuff.
All right,
Good
thank
stuff.
you.
Good stuff.
All right, Tasha Burke.
Good night, everyone. Good night,
Good
Dr.
night.
Paul.
All right.
I
Good
just,
night.
I just have one question. So I stopped breastfeeding my son. He just turned 1. What is good for me to give him? Like the doctor tried to say, whole milk. But of course, remember I told you that he has an eczema. I know milk is not good anyway. So what is good for a brain? And I know they say omega-3.
Well, 1-year-old.
Yes,
You said
he just turned
1-year-old?
1.
So you've just elected to have no more breastfeeding? Is that what you
No,
just?
yes, no more breastfeeding.
Okay, so therefore now you're transitioning to solid foods. Where are you in that process? Where are you?
So I did lead weaning with him. So he just eats on his own. I cook, my Jamaican food. He eats regular food. So
okay, so he's already eating regular food then.
Yeah, from 4 months.
Okay, got it. All right, so I would go into immediately green drinks. That's what we use with the children. The green drinks like the NGB that I have, perfect. That's what I started my son on when he first started. So my wife was breastfeeding. I gave it to her while she was breastfeeding. And now that's a perfect lean from there off into the green drink. And that was the inception of how the green drink actually started. Had a lot to do with my son. And I knew right then, I had to give it. At that time, I didn't have this specific formula here, but I would give him the broken down versions of land and sea. And that was when he got a little older. That's when I designed the NGB formula that's present right now.
Okay.
So land and sea. So alfalfa, spinach, things like that, all those, and then the sea vegetables, the spirulina, the kelp. Try to put it in a way that he can receive it, like put it in a little sippy cup with some orange, with some apple juice or something like that, so it can give it a little taste, just to deliver it properly for him. That's what you're trying to do. But it's a good transition though.
Okay.
And I'm glad you breastfed. That is a good thing. That oxytocin. You got to get that oxytocin. that love hormone. Got to get
I know that's right.
Okay.
All right, Tasha. Thank you. All right, Brittany, and then Prophetess. Brittany.
Yes, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I had a quick question. My mom was just told that she needs to start taking insulin. Is this something she can take in place of that, or is it just best to have her start on it?
Yeah, so definitely if she's been recently diagnosed with diabetes and they told her she should start taking it. Did she start or she did not start?
No, she didn't start yet. They literally just told her, but I can already tell she don't want to.
Perfect thing to do. Give me a call. Are you in the Philadelphia area?
Yes.
Okay, definitely set up an appointment, have her come on in if that's her, if she wants to get well and that's her choice. Definitely have her come on in and then the one-on-one assessment, okay?
Oh, okay. So
From
okay.
the
So
one-on-one
it'll be-
assessment,
so I just need to
because
come take
it
him out
has a
once
lot
during
to
the day.
do. It's going to have a lot to do. Corinda,
Mute yourself, Corinda.
Corinda,
Corinda, mute.
Corinda.
On Saturday. Sorry.
All right.
That's all right. And have her come in and for a one-on-one assessment, because what comes with that, she has to know how to eat again. Because remember, diabetes is a food eating disorder. It's a food eating. You got to watch your choices. Concentration. She got to get her water right. Stay away from concentration. Things are dehydrated. Okay. So, and that's also food, knowing what to eat and how to eat it. Okay. So that starts with a RM3A full body assessment. And we are still doing the special right now. So that's for everybody. We're doing a 10% discount on the special. So please take advantage of this. And we'll get you in. Okay. So it's perfect time for her right now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right.
very
Thank you,
good.
Brittany.
All right,
Appreciate
Prophetess,
you.
you the
And
last one in the
Prophetess
house.
said, I'm going to be last. That's right. I'm pulling up the anchor today.
My
All
question is, the place in the website that you told us to get the stickers for the phone, I can't locate it real quickly.
Okay, that's bodywell-usa.com.
Second.
Yeah, hyphen. This bodywell
hyphen
dash USA.com.
I didn't.
Okay, got it? Did you get it?
No.
Okay. Bodywell hyphen USA. Bodywell, yes.
Bodywell. Mm-hmm.
Hyphen.
Got it? Hyphen USA.com.
Right.
Thank you.
You got it? So make sure you pull the link. You got it?
Got it.
Okay, good.
All right, Dr. P,
All
that's
right.
it, buddy.
That's it, y'all.
Yo, man.
We got
to roll. Got to
baby.
roll. Yeah,
to
man.
roll.
Hey, man, great class tonight, Doc.
Yes.
Good night.
Great class tonight, And I'm gonna give you a call because we're gonna talk about what about the healing hands.
Get them hands moving.
Hey,
Get
listen.
them hands moving.
Yeah, sure. Remember, before we got to what we call modern medicine, our forefathers never cut anybody. They laid hands. Did they not?
Good night.
All right, buddy. All right, guys. Here we go, real quick. In order to get a copy, you got to remind you, get a copy of tonight's chat. Send an email to meccavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's meccavideo@gmail.com to continue to support the family tree. Use my cash app. That's $ Bill Morgan. $ Bill Morgan. If you use the bank, that's Dr. Paul at drpaulherb.com. Or use the P.O. Box, which is 191 Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Hey, guys, bring your friends, bring your frenemies, bring your enemies, bring everybody right here to the tree. At the what? The family tree. Yes, sir, man.
All right. I want to say, let's reach out and give a thanks to Prophetess over there.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir, man.
We appreciate you so much. And
Yeah, man.
Big B, let's get
Yo.
Big B in the
Hey. That's where it's at. That's where it's at, y'all.
And did you learn anything this evening?
Man,
did you learn anything
please.
at all?
You broke it out. You broke it off tonight, man.
All right, that's right. So what we say, we don't charge you with anything but the truth, and that's
That's
all we say. Go share the information.
That's
Give it to
right.
somebody that you know. Give them that information. Be the strange one in the room. All right.
I know that's
All right. We say thank y'all. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember, if you're breathing, you
got
got
a
a
shot.
shot. All right.
Yeah.
I want y'all to put your hands together. Put your hands. Stop tapping it out. Tap it out. Tap it out. Tap it out. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Come on down. Come on down. This is the tapping right here. Little Qigong in the house. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on down. That's perfect music tonight, y'all. Come on. Move that lymph out of the system. They say you should touch yourself every day. Y'all believe
Wow.
that?
Hallelujah.
You touch yourself right when you're in the mirror. You be like, ooh, you know what?
I said, hallelujah.
All right, come on down. Come on down. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 under the collarbone. Tap, 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 tap. Come on back to sternum. Tap, 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 tap. All that lymph system. All that system moving. On the left and the right. Come on, what's on the left? What's on the left? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Please, right? On the right side, you got the what? Anybody know? I don't know. That's the liver and the gallbladder, all right?
Yeah, buddy.
Breathe in.
Breathe out.
Breathe in. I see you, Sonia. Breathe out. I see you. Breathe in. I told you to move them arms in.
Yeah.
Breathe in.
Yeah.
Breathe out. You just snuck in here. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. Now, clap it up. Clap it up.
Yeah.
Clap it up. Clap it up. And now you want to rub them hands together like this. Get that heat going.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Get that heat. Clap. You get that. We're going to do an energy bath. So take it and rub it all over your body. Don't touch yourself now. I know you want to touch yourself, but don't touch yourself. Just go all the way in your area where you see a little pain. And down in that extra area. Good intentions. Come on. Clap. Come on. This is another form of Reiki right here. This is Qigong. Take it, rub it on down, rub it on down, rub it on down. One more. And hold. To the top one, keep the bottom one still. You feel that energy? Ooh, bless yourself.
All right, Lori.
Y'all, thank you for tuning in to the family tree. Y'all can dance it out. Come on, who can dance out there?
Good night, Lori. Good night, Kelvin.
Who can dance out there?
Yeah. Good night, Leah.
There you go, Lori. I see you, Lori. Lori got the phone.
Lori got a key in with the phone in her hand. She said, I don't even care. Knock it out.
Look at
Get it, Zuma. Yeah. Yvette.
Ain't no daddy. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Tamara, have a good evening.
She's on the Earth Kids Zone. That's it. All right, we're going to chop it on down. Big T, thank you, buddy. Appreciate
Yeah, buddy. You got it, man. See ya on the weekend.
Yes, we'll see you on the weekend.
Yes, sir.
10,
God
9,
bless.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,